A sharp escalation of conflict between Israel and Iran. How it threatens to push the Middle East closer to war.
Live NBC6 News at 11 starts now.
And we begin with a major escalation in the Middle East. If you were watching the VP debate tonight, it was the topic the candidates discussed straight out the gate. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Juwan Strader.
And I'm Trina Robinson. The world watching after Iran fired a wave of ballistic missiles at Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying tonight Iran will pay for it.
Israeli residents and officials reacting to the violence tonight. Nico Clemens is live in Miami with what they had to say. Nico.
Well, Juwan, Trina, imagine how terrifying this is for so many people in Israel, not knowing if a missile is going to hit their home or land in their neighborhood. I spoke with a woman who lives just outside of Israel, or Jerusalem rather. She says she and her family have lived through similar attacks for almost a year now, so they were prepared, but it still doesn't change the fact or change how they felt in that moment when those missiles were flying over their home.
Look, right up over there is exploding, right up over there.
Constant fear.
Oh my God.
Where are all these going?
Another attack on Israel.
Oh.
Yael Levantin says, unfortunately, it's nothing new to Israelis.
It's still ongoing.
Levantin, born and raised in Israel, says she and her family have lived on edge for months. Each time, she takes out her phone and records the missiles flying over her home.
It was nonstop. It was just an hour of nonstop sirens, and then you hear the boom, and the room shakes a little bit.
She says because it's not the first time, she and her family knew what to do.
So immediately I get my kids, we go upstairs to our safe room, close the door, and then we're just waiting.
Yo! Nefila! Lo mami!
The State Department says Iran launched nearly 200 ballistic missiles at Israel Tuesday. Israel says its air defenses took out most of the incoming missiles. The U.S. also helped shoot them down. The Israeli military says it wasn't aware of anyone dying from the attack, but there was damage. This elementary school was hit during the strike. Iran carried out its attack after Israel invaded Lebanon this week and launched an airstrike that killed the leader of the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah.
And it's time that Iran is held accountable, not only based on the damage that has been done because we managed to defend ourselves, but basically for what they've done, for the possibility of really inflicting much greater damage.
President Joe Biden reaffirmed his support for Israel.
Make no mistake, the United States is fully supportive of Israel.
Vice President Harris and former President Trump addressed the attack Tuesday.
Iran is not only a threat to Israel, Iran is also a threat to American personnel in the region, American interests, and innocent civilians across the region who suffer at the hands of Iran-based and backed terrorist proxies.
They are very close to global catastrophe. We have a non-existent president and a non-existent vice president who should be in charge, but nobody knows what's going on.
Back in April, Levantin also lived through Iran's retaliatory attack against Israel. She says Tuesday's strike was even bigger.
Did this appear like a much bigger, larger?
Yeah, the amount of rockets, I mean, you look up and it's just blowing up all over the place.
Levantin, like so many others in Israel, isn't sure what the future holds, but she's trying to remain hopeful.
I do know that at the end of the day, good will beat out evil.
Here in South Florida, we heard from Hialeah's mayor tonight. In a statement, he said the time is now to stand with the people of Israel. In Miami, Nico Clemens, NBC6 News.